Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing good today. Today I got a video. I wanted to highlight this new website that I just found out about. I never heard of it before until yesterday. I was in game and some people were talking on the global about Erkul, and then somebody chimed in about this new website that I'm about to share with you. And so one of the awesome features about Star Citizen, if you're new to the game and you don't know, or it's your first time, is that Star Citizen gives us the ability to modify our ships to, we can change all different types of aspects. We can change the weapons out. We can change the different components to make them more stealthy or more tankier or faster, that kind of thing. And ever since I've been in the game, this has been the website that you would go to modify your ship and see how the performance characteristics changed as you modified it, whether it was DPS, and all those different things. But this has been the go-to site, at least for me. And I would venture to say there's probably not a content creator out there that's done a review of the ship that probably hasn't at least gone to this website or shown it off in one of their videos. It's pretty popular, and this is, like I said, it's been the GOAT for this information as far as long as I've been in Star Citizen. And I haven't been in for 10 years, but I've been in a little bit, and this is the one I've been looking at. Well, the site that was mentioned was this site called spviewer. Now, if you've heard of it, then that's awesome. But if somebody like me, you just never heard of it, well, here, I wanted you to check this out. I was so impressed with it, I wanted to make a video about it. So if you go and type in spviewer, this is what's going to come up. If you click on that, this is the website. Okay, it's basically the same information, just presented in a different way. Here's all the ships. You can search it by name. So let's just say if you wanted to look up, I don't know, maybe if I can type, maybe Starlancer. There you go. There's the Starlancer. You can search it by manufacturers. So if you wanted to look at specific Aegis and all that kind of stuff, you could do it that way. Size, you can look at for different sizes, but there you go. There's a way you can search for the ships, and they have some information like what's been released, that kind of thing, stuff that's in concept. They do have like the concept ships in here, how long it's been in concept. There's a lot of information right here on the home screen, but we'll get to the meat and potatoes. So when you open it up and you click on the ship, it's just the data is presented in a different way, and it's this particular view is more pleasing to me personally. The blues and the subtle oranges are more pleasing on my eyes than Erkul. With the way this looks right here, it's just my opinion. It gives you all the different information, where the ship is located, where you can purchase it at. You'll notice that a lot of this information is similar, and there's a reason why it's similar. But here's the same information, just presented in a little bit different way. Some of the other features I wanted to show you. It has a quantum travel deal here. So like, let's say if you wanted to could you make a jump from like Magnus Gateway to Terra Gateway? It's about 105, somewhere right in there. You would come coasting in on fumes. You would just squeak by and make it. So I just think that's pretty cool. But let's say if it was 120, nope, you're not going to make it. You're going to run out of quantum fuel. So I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty cool little feature. It has all the same stuff, your quantum drives, your power plants, your coolers, shields, all that jazz, all the stuff you can play around with. Your weapons. I like how this is a little bit more pronounced. Like you can tell that this is actually connected to that. It's connected to that, that puck right there. Same deal. Here's the rack, and these are the missiles connected to that rack. So I think that's pretty cool. Another interesting thing is the cargo grid. So it shows you that here's the cargo grid. The max size that it can take is a 4, and it's 2 wide, 2 deep, and 1 high. And I just think that's cool. If you want to play around with, here's the paints. I really think that is really, really, really nice. How they have the paints listed. You can look at the paint colors and all that kind of jazz. And there you go. That's the basic. They have radar detection calculators if you wanted to play around with the ship that you might be wanting to go fight or whatever. Emissions breakdowns. What is giving off the most? Like, where is your big signals coming from? That I just it's pretty cool. I mean, they've got some really cool information in here being presented to you. They have, if you go to items like they have like the vehicles, the weapons, all the little different things in here. But they even have personal weapons in here. You can look at, if you want to look at the Coda pistol. They have like what's the alpha damage, all that kind of cool little neat stuff. But for me, the coolest thing about this website, that like when I saw this and I figured this out, I got to make a video about this. This is really awesome. So this is where you can compare ships. So I'm going to select the Idris P, and then I'm going to select the let's see, we're going to select the RSI. Come all the way down here and select the RSI Polaris. Where are you, Mr. Polaris? There you are. And then I'm going to select the 890 jump, the Origin 890 jump, so you can kind of see. So it has all this different information, comparing side by side charts and graphs. If you're into that sort of thing, storage grids, cargo grids, SCU, so you can see that the Idris can carry a pile of cargo on its locked storage grid, fuel, all the stuff. But this is the coolest thing right here for me. We got pictures we can play with, and we can do side-by-side comparisons, and I just think that's awesome. And you can look at it from the side, so you can see like what the different size comparisons are. Isn't that cool? You can change out, if you don't want to look at the 890 jump, you can come in here. Let's just pick, I don't know, maybe the Caterpillar. You can throw the Caterpillar into the mix, and you can see like, man, how much bigger these ships are compared to each other, and do a top-down look. I think that's awesome. I mean, you can sit here and play around this all day long and just look at these ships. That is pretty cool. Now, there's some of the newer ones like the Meteor and stuff that I noticed that one wasn't in here, but I just wanted to show you guys this because I think this is really awesome. And there's another little feature. Let's say if we go back to the home screen and we go back and we pull the Titan back, let's just say maybe you don't like the way this looks. Maybe this hurts your eyes. You can go right here, and you can turn it over to a white view. Maybe this is more soothing to your eyes. I prefer this. I like this look better, in my opinion. But it does give you the ability to do that. Just one other interesting feature. I was curious, like how long this has been out. Based upon the change log, it shows it's been out since 3/24. That was the last update that I saw in here. But if you go and you look at the about right here on this website, I thought this was really cool. It's so interesting, in fact, that I wanted to make note of this. Even the folks at Erkul helped these guys put this site together. This is a community tool put together by a community, and I wanted to put this out. And so props to Erkul for helping these guys get this site up on they helped them, and that's pretty cool. So bravo to Erkul. Erkul has been around for a long time, and it's been our go-to tool. But here's something else that you can add to your toolbox if you're looking for information, specifics about ships. Maybe if you can't find it in Erkul, it might be here. So you might have I have a link saved to both of them for quick access. But I thought this was a really, really nice website, and I wanted to show it to you, and maybe you could go check it out, and because they did an amazing job. Well done. I just think it's cool that Erkul helped them put this together. So good job. Anyway, y'all, I hope this helps. I hope this maybe you can build your next PvP fighter from here, your next hauler, and make it more stealthy so you don't get picked up by the pirates. Or if you're just curious of how much what's the actual the largest size container that this ship can haul, you can find out right here. This website will tell you that if you go looking for it. It's got more information. I'm sure I haven't found everything. I've found a lot of stuff because there's a lot to look at. But this site has also, if you're right here, here's another thing. You don't have to go back. You can just select the next ship from right here, and then boom, there it is. I mean, how awesome is that? Oh, now it doesn't give you Erkul is cool in the fact that you can put multiple ships and you can just go back and forth, click, 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 and you can see how the DPS and all that changes. That's a pretty cool feature. But you can save your loadouts here. Same thing. You can save your loadouts here. They're very similar. This one presents you a little bit more information in a different kind of way, with a lot more charts and graphs and that kind of stuff. So I like the pictures. Anyway, y'all, I hope this helps you out. Like I said, a little something else you can add to your toolbox and make your gameplay a little bit more enjoyable when you get your ship set up the way you want it. So anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing if it wasn't complete garbage. And if this helps and have value, please hit that like button. That would be awesome. Help the channel grow. I guess I'm supposed to say that. I always forget to say that, but anyway, y'all take care. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.